Hi everyone, it's Pippa, and in today's video I'm thrilled to welcome you to a sneak peek of our renowned business analysis in real life bootcamp. Over the course of 10 transformative weeks, our participants deep dive into the world of business analysis, gaining hands-on experience, mentorship, and a wealth of resources that set them on the path to success. So what makes this bootcamp stand out? Me. I'm the one training you on business analysis in real life. It's not just theory, it's real life project case studies, one-to-one mentorship, and a comprehensive suite of tools and guidance to kickstart your BA career. From CV reviews to interview prep, I've got you covered. So today I'm excited to share with you week 1 from one of our previous cohorts. But before we dive in, here's a fun fact. We've successfully graduated 2 cohorts with incredible success stories, and we're currently nurturing our 3rd batch of future BA stars. So with only 3 sessions a year and an exclusive limit of just 12 participants per session, this is a golden opportunity you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss it. Okay? Anyway, so let's jump into week 1 and give you a taste of business analysis in real life experience. Yep. So today we're just looking at the introduction to business analysis. Probably will be about 1 hour today. And as we go along, we'll tend to spend more time, 1 hour to 2 hours for these sessions. So what we're looking at today is definition of business analysis, which I'm sure you already know, but it'll be good to sort of recap onto that as part of the course. We would also explore the principles and approach of business analysis, the business analysis principles, and the 2 approaches, which is the holistic approach and the agile philosophy. We'll also explore the business analysis tools and techniques, the soft skills, as well as the techniques that we apply in doing business analysis. We will also explore the BA competencies, which Austin just gave a few examples of, but we'll explore a list of that. And finally, we will look at a personal SWOT analysis so that you can start to sort of analyze yourself once we've explored the BA competencies and the T-shaped professional. You can then start to identify for yourself which out of these you possess and how you can build on that at the end of the course. It's just something that you think throughout the duration of the course. So can anyone tell me what business analysis is? It's also good to think of business analysis as a service. We are providing a service to the organization that we work for. And these are the 6 key things that we provide as services. So the first one is situation, investigation, and problem analysis. So once a business presents a high-level problem to us, we try to investigate that problem. Why are they experiencing that problem? What triggered the problem? So that's the analysis work of it. We also apply various techniques in this service called situation investigation. Think of the word investigation. How do you investigate things? By asking questions, by asking why, where, who, what, when, right? But what are the techniques that we use here? We use interviews, one-to-one interaction with stakeholders. We also can use workshops in a group, right? A group setting, trying to understand what the problems are, try to understand what the current processes are with the organization or with the project. These are all high level. As we go through the course, we will cover each of these services in detail. The feasibility assessment and business case development is another service that we provide as business analysts. So once we've done the situation investigation and problem analysis, we then have something to assess. How feasible is a particular solution that we've identified to meet these problems or to solve these problems, right? And in doing our feasibility assessment, we are building a business case. By business case, it's kind of like creating a business plan for people who are just starting businesses, right? But in the business case, we are presenting the problems. It's a document. We're presenting the problems in that document. We are presenting the options for the solutions. So we've identified a problem in that organization. We've applied situation investigation and problem analysis. And then we, through feasibility assessment, we have identified some solutions that can or may solve the problem. And then we are building a case for that. By building a case for these options, we can help the business to explore these available options and choose the best for them, for themselves. We don't choose for the business, right? As business analysts, we make recommendation on these options that we have investigated. However, the business may or may not go with our recommendation, depending on various factors such as maybe the cost of the solution, the time frame, or the impact on various other areas of the business. So if I give an example of a project, let's say, so I'm currently closing a HR transformation project where I work. And the reason for the project to start was that the HR department were using a system called Dynamics 365 for its HR functions and processes. However, there were some problems that they experienced in HR in that they would need to communicate with various other departments to meet their HR needs, such as finance, payroll, HR operations, recruitment departments, and I may be missing one other one. So they're experiencing problems with communicating with these departments because the key system, Dynamics 365, is not being used to the capacity that it can be used, right? The advantages of the system are not being explored. So what the project was looking to do was find a way in which these departments can communicate better so that they can save time, as well as follow GDPR guidelines with regards to people details, sensitive details, you know. So as business analyst, I was brought onto this project to understand what each of these departments, what problems each of these departments are facing, and what way forward do we have, right? So this is a case study. As a business analyst, the first thing I'm supposed to do is this first thing on the list: situation investigation and problem analysis. What do I do first? I have to identify who are these key people in each of these departments. Who are the key people in HR operations, in recruitment, in finance, and in payroll? Who are the key people? Once I've identified these people, I now also want to know what are the problems they're currently experiencing, right? But in order for me to reach the problems and really understand the problems, I need to know what are they currently doing in each of these departments. What is their current process? The key department is HR. What exactly does HR do, right? And in order for me to understand that process, I first need to understand or identify the key contacts. Yep. Identifying my key contact, I then need to decide what sort of situation investigation technique will I apply. Am I doing a one-to-one, or am I just emailing them? If I email them, is this sufficient method of communication for me to gain all the data that I need, right? So we're applying these techniques, and I'm speaking to this stakeholder to really understand what problem they're going through. And they explain to me what their current process is, what exactly their work entails, and how they use the system, Dynamics 365, to carry out their work, right? Once I've done this and identified the problems, I then start to explore from the problems that I've identified, how can I help these people work better, right? Our current system doesn't do what they want it to do. But does it truly not do what they want it to do? Or is it something that they have just said to us that this system is crappy, we need a new one, it doesn't work for us, right? Now, as business analysts, I need to take a holistic approach to think rather than a direct approach just to focus on the symptom of this problem that HR is experiencing, rather than the deeper level, right, with regards to how it will impact the whole organization. Yeah. I first need to analyze the system, Dynamics 365. What does this system do, right? What kind of information does it store? And what areas can we explore? How much more can the system do with regards to the problem that the users are experiencing? Are these true problems, or does Dynamics 365 actually have these features that they're complaining that the system doesn't have, right? So as business analysts, I'm first analyzing the current process, the current system, yep, and then presenting other systems that may also meet the problems or the solutions for this department, this HR department. So as much as we have D365, I may also go out or research online to find other systems such as D365 that have these features that they're saying D365 doesn't have, right? So as business analysts, we're exploring other options for the business. Say what other things can help these people work better. As much as I'm doing this, in order to build my case, I need to make sure I have the cost of these systems, how much it costs, how much data can it hold. Again, this will feed into the requirements that I have gathered in situation investigation and problem analysis. But I don't want to go too much into it because we'll explore all these in our actual project that we'll be working on this course. Hi there again. I hope you're finding this session insightful. Remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? Our bootcamp is designed to be immersive, interactive, and incredibly impactful. And the best part, all our live sessions are recorded, so you can revisit them anytime on our membership platform, which you'll have access to once you join the bootcamp. So stick around, there's more to come. Why business analysis? I think it's already in the definition, right? Business analysis aims to ensure that any business change, whatever we're deploying here, business change deployment, aligns with the needs of the organization, the requirements definition. Whatever we're deploying meets the requirements definition, right? And are holistic, meaning we are considering the organization as a whole, not just the HR department, right? And in considering the organization as a whole, what consists of that is the people, the organization itself, what the organization is delivering, right? The processes within the organization, and the information and technology. So there are 5 things that makes the whole of the organization. The organization itself, meaning what value is the organization selling to its customer? Every organization is selling, whether it's a service or a physical thing. It's always selling something, right? So what value is it bringing to its clients or its customer? The people, right? The people refers to the resources within the organization. Do we have the right people to sell this value that the organization is trying to sell? Do we have the right skills, right? This is looking at the employees, really. Do we have the right people to help the business to succeed? And then the process looks at what is the organization currently doing? Where does it want to go? Again, in order to meet that value that it's trying to sell to its customers. And the information and technology, information is data, really. What data does the organization need? What information does it need to sell that value? And technology, does it have the right tools? Does it have the right systems to be able to deliver that value to its clients or its customers, right? So we are taking this into consideration on every project that we work on, taking all relevant aspects into account. And those relevant aspects are your people, organization, processes, information, and technology. So the business analyst as a T-shaped professional, what the hell is T-shaped professional? So a T-shaped professional is someone who holds deep skills in a specialist discipline and broad generic skills across their discipline, right? And a good business analyst should be a T-shaped professional, meaning that we're balancing our soft skills with our technological skills or IT skills and other hard skills, I guess. So the mix of skills enables you to be able to solve problems within your own specialism and also to communicate effectively with your colleagues and stakeholders from other areas. So that deep knowledge of skill and specific domain across multidisciplinary breadth of knowledge and skills, we'll look at those in details, right? So the deep skills include the things that don't necessarily come to you naturally. So think of the deep skills that you need as business analysts. It doesn't necessarily come to you naturally, such as stakeholder analysis and management, requirements engineering. These are the things that we need to have as business analysts. Data and process modeling. There's a lot of them, right? So these are just examples. Your professional techniques. Think of those things that you probably need to do a course to know, right? And then across there are two. We need to have the personal qualities. That's our soft skills, your communication, facilitation. And then the other aspect of it is the business knowledge. So as much as you have these personal qualities, the key ones, which is communication, right? You also need to kind of have some domain knowledge or commercial awareness knowledge. Domain knowledge meaning the area that you work in, the company, or the industry that you work in, right? It's also something that you might want to do a course for, you learn on the job, but it forms part of that, your horizontal, to make up your T-shape. So this then goes to make up the competencies of a business analyst. What is the quality for you? What is your value? What will make you sell as a business analyst? Yep. Okay, so let's go back to the course homework, personal SWOT analysis. Okay, I want you to think before our next Wednesday. Actually, we will have homework every week, by the way. So I want you to think about this: your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats. Okay, what makes you stand out from the rest, from outside people, right? As a business analyst, what makes you stand out? What do you think others see? You ask your friends, ask members of your family, what do they see as your strengths? Because there are sometimes we identify certain things for ourselves and we tend to be more judgmental towards ourselves than other people would be. So maybe ask someone that you trust, right? What are your personality strengths? Are you a people person? Are you a more analytical person, right? Like me, I'm more analytical. I don't like people. But I identify that as a weakness for myself in my career. So I had to work on it, and because you have to, it's part of the job, right? I'm a people person, by the way. I just don't do well with confrontation, stakeholder conflict management, those things, right? So try to think about your personality. Are you more like an inward person like me, or a very outgoing person? What unique resources can you draw on, right? Weaknesses. Once you've identified your strengths, you will start to identify weaknesses. What areas you think you can improve on, right? Like in my case, when I started out, it was communication. In some way, I wouldn't say communication, it's just fear of authority. I don't like titles. When I hear chief something, chief executive something, management, head of this, my heart's are beating like, oh my God, I have one-to-one with this person and it's the boss of this person, right? That was my initial weakness. where do you have fewer resources than others? Fewer resources, I don't know, we're already on the course, right? So you're already exploring this. That's one opportunity that you're already exploring. So fewer resources could be maybe lack of courses that you find that would help you, right? Or lack of availability of these things. Do you lack experiences, skills, or qualifications? You're already on a course that you may need for this career path. So you're already on the right track, right? Opportunities, wherever you've identified weaknesses, what opportunities can you help to make this into a strength, right? And threats, what threats do your weaknesses expose to you? Are there any financial issues, geographical barriers, time constraints? Maybe you're working, right? You might not have time to do certain things around your career focus, right? Just be open and honest with yourself. Is for you to do this internal work, right? So I created this document to help you really identify those areas. You don't really have to share it with me next week, but it will just be something good for you to. It will help you when you start doing your CV. That's what I just know, right? It will help you, and it will also help you in your business analysis career, because you identify these, and then you will know exactly what you need to work on, right? So I hope that helps you. And also I created this part for you to ask the question, because it will get to a point where you might start to feel the pressure. You might start to feel the pressure. And as with many other things, nothing comes easy, right? As much as business analysis is one of the career paths that is easier within IT and technology space, it still isn't easy, right? So I want you to think about and write it down. Why exactly do you want to be a business analyst? Because when you get to the point where you feel like giving up, you need to come back to this document. You need to come back to it, right? What have you done so far? At the point where you want to give up, you will remember that you paid for this course, you did this course, and you need to see it through, yeah? So that you don't give up. What holds you back from reaching your goals? Is it that you're kind of set back? You reach a certain step and you're set back. You start applying for jobs, nobody's calling you, right? And you just want to give up. Please try and do it. It really will help you guys. Because I always go back to my own reason why I wanted to become a business analyst. And that's why I didn't give up, right? On the course that I did, I think there were 11 people. This was in 2015. And I was like the one at the back. I was the one at the back because I didn't know what I was doing in this place. Like, what the hell with business analysis, right? But because I kept having that constant reminder that, dude, you need to be able to save money, right? You need to leave these benefits, yeah? Find your why. That's just what I'm trying to say. I was on benefits, single parents, I was struggling, and like I just needed to come out of it. And as much as I had that personal reason why I wanted to become a business analyst, and to be honest, I had no interest in business analysis. I just wanted to make money, right? I also needed to start to find a way to enjoy business analysis by identifying my SWOT, right? And make sure that my weaknesses don't prevent me from doing well in this career so that I can make the money that I want to make. Yeah. So I want you to be really true to yourself so that you can always come back to these documents, right? How will your life be transformed when you become a business analyst? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll take 1 year, 2 years. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to pay off a loan, right? Whatever the situation is, as much as the career of business analysis adds value to organization, you see this value and you start to build the confidence that I'm actually doing something really great here. You also need to think about it from personal perspective, because at the end of the day, we all work to pay our bills, right? We just hope that we find ourselves in work environment that we're happy in. And from personal experience, business analysis is one that I'm happy with this career path. And I'm so glad that I chose it. So I hope you would also find that value that I found for myself through my experiences, right? Wow, what a session that was, right? I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into our business analysis in real life bootcamp. If this resonated with you and you're eager to embark on a transformative journey with us, I have some great news. So we're gearing up for our next cohort and we would love to have passionate individuals like you on board. This is a chance for you to elevate your BA skills and join a community of achievers. We're called the BA Ninjas, the Business Analysis Ninjas. So don't just take my word for it. Our past cohorts are a testament to the value that we bring on this training. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're interested in joining or learning more, all the details are in the description below. Remember, in the world of business analysis, real life experience is the best teacher. And I'm here to guide you every step of the way through this bootcamp training course. So until next time, keep analyzing and keep achieving.